Hey everyone, we are back with another Beckett return video.
Oh boy.
This is our last one until a really big one that follow our socials and you'll get to see what we're submitting for that one. I'm very, very excited for that one. Dreams finally coming true in so many ways. Very excited for that one. But today we got 20 cards to show you between EB01 and 2 Legends. Yeah. So we got EB01. I think there's only 2 cards for that one. And then there's a couple 500 years in the future. And then mostly 2
a lot of my favorites.
Yeah, there's
So you can imagine what they might be?
Yeah. I mean, we didn't leave any clues at all what's dominating in this order. So I guess you'll see.
Yeah.
And then after we get done with this, we're out of our returns now until we get a new batch. So
yeah, gonna be a little wait.
So guess what's next? Our pre-grading video.
Yes, we'll finally have gotten through all the stuff impeding our way.
Yes, we've been doing a lot of planning on it. We've been doing a lot of thought process on it. We want to make it a big, high production thing about how we do all of our pre-grading. And thanks to one of our viewers, we actually have kind of an update already, thankfully, before we filmed anything.
Yeah.
Because his method for centering is far greater than mine was. So I will show you what I mean by that as we get into this. But for now, I'm Mike.
Tasha.
And we are Billion Beri. So let's go ahead and check out what we got.
Okay, bring on the shinies.
Bring on the shinies. All right, you guys ready for this? I think I'm feeling pretty good about this one.
What are we starting with?
Because we get to start off with a black label right out the gate.
Black label.
So if you saw one of our previous videos, you saw that we got a Brook black label.
And now we have LABOOOOOONN.
Now we have the only other member of his crew that anybody really cares about.
Yes, so we have a paired set of black labels.
That's right. So very happy about this one because, you know, LABOOOOOONN is a sentimental character.
We all love LABOOOOOONN, don't we?
LABOOOOOONN's just the best.
I love LABOOOOOONN, especially the baby Boon,
now
which they've robbed me on a good grade.
Yeah, now we need Baby Boon as a black label and then our collection will be complete.
I gotta keep trying.
Yep.
But I love, love, love that one.
Yes. Now, we wish this one had come back a black label, but not quite. We almost got there.
Chopper!
Chopper!
This is the manga that you didn't see us pull because we were pulling in the hotel at Tokyo X Festival where we went to go meet Akemi for her signing. That's the Japanese voice actress for Nami, if you didn't know. And we were sitting in the hotel, killing some time that night, so we opened up a box we'd gotten at Mitsuwa on the way down. And Chopper finally popped out. Yes. So y'all didn't get to share in that one with us, but here he is in all his 10 glory.
Now this one, I always like to double check the mangas over and over and over again. And I thought this was a pretty solid 10. So I regraded it with my old method and also
with the new method.
So one of our viewers, Sniperman5858, suggested that we get, so this is a jeweler's loop with 10 times magnification. And it's got a built-in millimeter scale in it.
It's like a ruler, basically.
Yeah, so you literally just set it down on the table here, and it's got a light, so you can immediately measure the centering all in one go. I was using a pair of digital calipers with a little desk light, and then a magnifying glass that also had a light, just to make sure I was eradicating all shadows and making sure that it was just the caliper edges that I was seeing, not any shadows. And as you've seen from previous videos, I get centering wrong a lot, so it wasn't a perfect system. I was getting much better at eyeballing it, but this seems much better. So we'll leave a link in the description for this, because I bought this one off Amazon. Sniperman also recommends one that comes from another company, but we wanted to test this.
A wrong way. I always go the wrong way.
Yeah,
I almost saw it for a second.
A few moments later.
You suck at this so bad. Just give me the damn thing.
I'm sorry. There.
You can see it right there, right?
There's
this.
a crosshair with a line of measurement.
Yep. I believe it's in millimeters, the units. So yeah, this one's pretty cool. It's got a normal light for stuff, but it also has a UV light that will
Which I find UV light really handy if you're looking for nicks in like the back, especially because it will, if there's a nick in that blue paint on the back, UV lights it up. It will just shine from 1,000 miles away. You will spot that sucker. So I have a little UV flashlight that I use to just quickly glance at the back, and if I see a bright white beacon shining at me from the edges, the corners, things like that, then I know it's been nicked.
Yeah. So there's a little pre-grading video tip for you. But yeah, so I remeasured this guy using both of my old method and the new method, and it's still a 10 to me. So it might have to go back.
GCR.
Yep, Chopper may have to leave the nest again for a little while.
Yeah. We told you guys we will have more GCR videos eventually, but
Oh yes, we are starting to gather evidence right now of what we think might be worthy.
yeah. It's a little frustrating to have to do, but if it gets you the grade that you think it should have, it's worth it.
Yeah. So next up, something a little less exciting, but still cool.
Hey, Ace is not less exciting.
I mean...
Well, okay, less than a manga, yeah.
The tier of the card is, though.
I love this Ace, though. It's so good.
Yeah. So this one, I got the centering correct, and she said that surface was a 10. But they say it's a 9.5, so... I don't know.
Yeah.
So I don't know what the deal is there.
I don't know. I have not yet had a chance to pour over the surface again, so I will have to double check it, and we will see.
But
chances
usually,
are high, though, that there's probably nothing there.
Yeah, probably. So we'll see. I always get excited when we get a card that's a 10, and centering is not the reason it's not a black label, because that usually means, so you're saying there's a chance.
Well, I'm not perfect. I do miss a few things. We'll see.
And then we have a couple of my favorite cards in all of the TCG.
Onami!
This Onami special.
Such a pretty card.
What an awesome card.
Yeah. Beautiful fireworks, lanterns.
Now this one almost came back as a 9.5 black label, as we like to call it, where it almost did a clean sweep of 9.5s. We got a comment from someone that says, for these specials, because I've always questioned, like, how am I supposed to center a borderless front of this card?
Kind of hard to do.
So I've been told center it based on the
number circle?
The number circle at the top here, on the top and on the side. So I did that on a few cards, and it's like, oh, okay. I guess I can see how that would be good. So if that's how they do it, then that's how I'll start doing it in the future. But yeah, so this one says there's something wrong with the edges. We didn't see that. We didn't see anything wrong with the edges.
In my opinion, these were so nice. Like, they came out really well. Unlike a lot of 07, I think these were 07, right?
Yes.
A lot of 07 had really fuzzy edges and stuff, so it was really hard to actually get a lot of cards from that set to be gradable. But the specials were really good, so I don't know.
Yep, so I don't know about that, but
it's worrisome.
It is. But we got another one, and this one's a 10.
Yay,
so
10!
Hooray for that one. And centering is correct on this one. So hooray.
But they claim surface, and I'm like, only on one of these did I mark a small scratch. So maybe it's this one. I gotta double check it.
Or it's that one.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we graded 3 of these. 2 of them we had listed as black label potential. So clearly incorrect on that, but
Yeah.
we shall have to double check it. Because our third one also came back a 10 and also 9.5 surface. So
Frustrating. So, I don't know. Maybe they'll go back. Maybe their journey's not done yet.
maybe.
It's a little harder to see through the slab, unfortunately, so sometimes you kind of just have to go with your original pre-grading and say, no, that's not what I said, and send it back and see what they say.
The advantage is it's hard for them to see through the slab as well. So if they're reevaluating surface and they don't see
unless
anything,
they crack it out to look at them.
they don't.
They don't?
They only crack them out if it will exceed the grade that you've already got.
Okay.
Otherwise, they don't want to mess with it because then they have to give you a new serial number and the whole thing gets messed up. So if you've never done GCR, we didn't mention it in our GCR video because we're dumb, but
sorry.
When you get it back on the online portal, it'll say final grade 0 if nothing changed because they didn't change out the serial number.
Yeah.
That freaked me out at first because I was like,
we were like, what? What's happening?
Whoa, 0? Are you saying that something was modified or like...
Yeah, like what does
like
0
altered?
mean?
What does 0 mean? But it just means that, sorry, there was a problem and so your grade didn't go up. So. Next up, we got Puddin'.
Looking so cute.
Yup. Now this one got a 9.5 centering. I can't remember. Did I mark it 9.5 centering? I think I did.
You did?
So look at that. We didn't get a black label,
Spot on.
but we didn't expect one. This is exactly the grade we thought we would get.
I think we only had 1 or 2 of her.
Yeah, I don't think we got many.
We just sent what was the best of what we had.
I think we
think it's cute.
Yeah, I think we got 2 of her, and one of them was like so off-centered that it was ridiculous. So
yeah.
This was the only one that was worthy.
Yeah, I remember we didn't get a ton of her. So.
Then we got
Ace 10. Haha.
Yep. Now these
With a
two.
little Luffy back there.
Yep. Now these two, I think we marked as black label potential. Could be wrong.
Yeah, spoilers. But yeah.
Yeah. So.
Apparently centering got us.
Centering got one. I didn't recheck this one, but something in the slab.
What is that? What the?
No. What is this?
This leg. Oh, you're talking about the other?
Yeah. It's like
It's either
a piece of a person? Debris? Looks like a leg.
maybe it's Mr. 3.
On his head, maybe?
Maybe. Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know.
But yeah, as she said, I already spoiled. So we got 2 and they came back the same grade with the same problem. So I didn't recheck these ones, but yeah.
Yep, we'll have to double check the centering, see if one of them actually is black label. I like that card though.
Yeah.
That was that beautiful moment where you think Ace and Luffy, they're gonna win against all odds. I won't say more, but if you feel like donuts right about now,
Nope. Donuts.
then you know what happened.
Katakuri had that deep future sight,
Yeah,
past sight.
yeah.
He's like, all of a sudden, he's like, I have a craving for donuts, and that just lasted the rest of his life. Now we got
Nami Swan.
Nami.
10.
Yep, so this one also came back 9.5 centering. I think I marked it as such, though.
You did.
So there you go. No surprises.
Huzzah.
Hey, that's nice. Remember our second Beckett video that said mistakes were made?
Yeah.
I think we're finally starting to
learned.
reduce that.
We have made some adjustments and learned, so things are coming back as expected more and more often.
Yep.
Nami again.
And then we got
Also
another one.
10.
Yes. I swear I didn't just take out the same card and put it back on the screen.
But you also had this one marked as 9-5 centering as well.
All right, there you
There
go.
was two of them, same thing.
We only pulled 2, and both of them looked perfect except centering. So we're like, why not? Let's send it.
Give it a try. But I mean, a 10 is a win. A 10 is a win.
Now, this one lives in this house, and she likes bunnies.
I love bunnies.
So we had some obligatory things that we had to grade.
Yes, absolutely. 08 was my set because Carrot was a leader, Carrot was an alt. I got so much Carrot love in 08. Carrot!
So we graded one of the SRs. Now I believe we thought this one was a black label because we typically have a rule that any low value cards we do not send unless it looks pristine to us.
SR or common, we try to choose the absolute most pristine. SRs, we get really close. Commons, there's something I've got to learn because I keep messing up real bad. And so there's something I don't know.
Yeah.
But SRs, we do really well. Are you trying to eyeball it now?
I am, just to see. It looks like maybe it's top and bottom that the centering is off. So we didn't quite make the cut on that one. But
Still got 10.
Still
And
got
that's
10.
such a cute carrot. I love that carrot.
Yep.
And then the alt art carrot.
The alt-art
All
carrot.
the carrots.
Yep.
10.
Yep. Sorry, I'm ruining your black label carrot collection. That would be if.
Well, let's see. Alt carrot, we have marked as a 9-5 centering. You're not ruining anything.
All right, there you go.
It's just that, unfortunately, I think we only pulled like 3 of these, and the other ones were way worse.
Yeah.
So this was the only one worth sending at all. And I mean, it's Carrot. I have to send her.
Yeah. And this carrot just reminds me so much of the cartoon The Littles.
Yeah. Definitely.
Like her face
The
just
face.
has that Littles art style to it.
She's cute though.
She is. And then we got.
Carrot. Yes, even the common art I love. It's so cute. I mean, look at that pose. Is she not just the cutest little thing you've ever seen?
It is a cute carrot card, yes.
And she's a thing. Okay, so that one, you have 10. But you also had this
Yeah,
special
so
note.
in prepping for this video, I recentered this one with the new method, with the loop. And what I found is that left to right, it's perfect. But top and bottom, it's off by a single millimeter notch.
Ah.
So it's right there in the realm of a 10. Like you don't understand how small those notches are. They're small even when you're zoomed in all the way, right? So I don't know. If we sent this back in, it could probably go either way. This is squarely what I would call a 9-7. If you've watched any of our other videos,
Yeah. where it's like, it's so
it's not a
incredibly
solid
close.
10. It's not a solid 9-5. It's right in that mid-range, and it really just depends on who you get that day is going to decide that factor. So
Maybe we'll just try. I don't know.
maybe. It looked pretty clean. And then we got...
Carrot alt leader, of course.
That's right.
Oh, 9-5.
Now, this one, they marked edges. I don't think you marked edges.
I don't think I did, no. Let's see. No. I don't have edges marked, so.
Yeah, and I think I marked it as a 10.
Yep.
But I think I also marked it as, I recentered this one and another card coming up that this one, to me, it's still a 10, even after looking at it with the new tool. So this one might be worthy of going back and taking a look at.
Justice for Carrot.
Justice for Carrot. Especially since we didn't see anything wrong with the edges.
No, the edges are
with,
beautiful.
Yeah, so I don't know what they're looking at there.
I don't know what it is about alt leaders, but they like to mark edges down a lot when there's nothing wrong with them, and I have GCRs to prove it, you know? So it's like, I don't know what it is. Maybe it's because they have all the little hash lines, diagonal hash lines on the alt leaders, that maybe it like messes with what they're seeing or something. Because boy, do they hate edges on alt leaders.
Yeah.
Like across sets, all alt leaders, that edges all the time. And it's really frustrating.
Ribbed for their edging displeasure.
Oh my.
Yes.
But then we got 10!
And we got another one.
Yay!
And this one I also recentered, and it also seems to be right in line. So,
Back.
I don't
Justice
know.
for Carrot.
yep, this may have to go back, and boy, if we can get a black label of this, she'll be very, very happy.
Yes, I will. So happy. All the black label carrots.
That's right. And now we're moving on to some specials.
Tashigi.
So,
this one's so pretty.
This is easily my favorite Tashigi card of any set.
Yeah, this is gorgeous.
The pose, the background,
Mhm.
her determination.
She actually looks like determined and threatening in a way. And
Yeah.
some of them, the way they draw her makes her look like if you've ever seen the memes of when someone puts a camera at a high height and says, "This is how my boyfriend sees me," and then they look up at it and they're like, "Oh." You know, like I swear, some of the Tashigis, they look like they have her pose like that, like it's like you're not threatening.
The only thing I question about this is that's a really long sword. I'm not sure she actually has the arm span to unsheath that sword,
I mean,
But
if
it still
Sephiroth can use his sword, Tashigi can use
but it
his
still
one.
looks amazing.
Yes.
And I love this card.
Yes.
So I used the new tool to measure the top and the side here with this circle,
What'd you find?
and it is off.
Oh.
It's not off by much, but it is off, like 1 or 2
Oh.
notches.
Okay.
So 9.5 seems warranted, because if you look at the back is pretty nice.
Ooh, yeah.
Like the back centering, like that's an easy 60/40. You don't even really have to measure that.
Yeah.
That looks fine.
It's like definitely
So,
within
It's
allowance.
got to be in the front that it came back bad. And
Yeah.
if the measuring of the circle is correct, then it seems like
Yeah.
it's accurate.
And specials have been notoriously a thorn in our side for any kind of centering.
I mean,
so-
yes and no, because we've actually gotten more black label specials
than anything
than
else.
any other type of
Yeah.
card. So
But I mean, like, if we miss on centering, it's
Yeah.
been because we don't really know what we're doing.
we don't understand.
We
like-
don't know how to center it right. We just kind of go, please give black label
Yeah.
and pray.
Because I center off the nameplate, which is fine for left and right, but it doesn't do anything about top and bottom. So I've always just kind
Yeah.
of been like, I'll just assume it's good. So at least now I have one extra method to check.
Yeah. Any little thing helps.
Any little thing. Next, we got
Bunny.
Bonnie.
Also, probably one of my favorite Bonnie cards. Because usually they put her in semi-unflattering poses and whatnot, so I like this one quite a bit. And I like the stylized pizza in the background.
I mean, normally Bonnie is in the Deadpool pose when he's moving to the front of the taxi in the first movie, and it's just a close-up of his crotch, and he's like, "Excuse me, excuse me." Like, she's usually just as spread eagle as possibly she can be. It's like
yeah.
most unladylike character in all of One
She
Piece.
likes to let her breathe.
I
mean,
guess so.
Gotta get some airflow.
Airflow and pizza. That is how she rolls.
Why not?
Yeah. Now this one I measured with the tool, and it was well off. It was like, you know, probably like 3 or 4 notches off from each other. So this one seems very squarely a 9.5. So
No.
sad. Then we got
Ace.
Ace.
Cool special. Like, I honestly love almost all of these style, unless it's a character I hate, like Queen or
Yeah.
whatever. Like, if it's a character I like, almost guarantee I like these.
Yeah. This
They
one's
just-
a great one.
They did such a good job on these. They're so beautiful in person.
I was scared to death on this card though, because like we pulled it fresh and we immediately sleeve it and the whole deal, but like look at those flame clouds. Those are like mirror foil.
Yeah.
So like any little imperfection and that would have been snagged.
Yep.
So the fact that it came through clean is a minor miracle.
And usually if you're gonna get things like micro pits and stuff, it happens anywhere that there's like a smooth gloss or a high shine foil like that. So the chances of it being borked were really high, and yet we got one that was really good.
Yep. And in this case, I actually did mark it 9.5 centering based off the nameplate.
Yeah.
So I may have accidentally graded it correctly, but I graded it correctly. So
I mean, if it was left, right, off, then you had something to go off of.
Yeah.
So it's only if it's like up, down, or diagonal off that we have a hard time centering it.
Yeah. And then our last card is Pudding.
Black label.
Yeah.
All right. Now, see, he doesn't particularly care for the pretzels in the background.
Yeah, I love this card. I just think the pretzels really stand out too much.
I disagree. I love it. I think it's cute. I like the pretzels.
I mean, I'm happy to have black label pretzels, but I could have had those.
This card is delicious.
Yeah, I could have had those fade away. Like, I love the donuts in the back because they're bigger, but they don't necessarily read as donuts until you look at them closely.
But
or the cake.
Them to look like treats.
I know, but like the cake in the top, it could be a Ferris wheel. It could just be a cool graphical design. But then you look at it and you're like, oh, it's a cake.
Well,
The pretzel is just a freaking pretzel. There's no intrigue about it at all. It's just like, here, let's put a pretzel there.
I like it.
So, I don't know.
So,
I may be a
we
minority.
disagree on that.
Yeah, I may be a minority there, but... So there you go. Our only special that we got a black label and 2 legends. Didn't do quite as well as we did in previous sets, but...
At least it's a cute little pudding
It
in a
is.
pretty wedding dress.
Yeah.
So if we had to get one, at least we got a good one.
That's right. And there you go. There is our...
That's that.
There's our last submission of our current batch.
Yeah. So after this, I'm sorry, it's going to be a dry spell, but you know how it is. We got to wait for stuff to come back.
We got OP10 coming up. We got some, starter decks with some alternate art, chances
Illustration
and stuff.
boxes with promo cards
Illustration
from Peach
boxes.
Momoko.
We got One Piece Day coming up. If you're gonna be there, come say hi. If you see us.
This video may come out after that.
Oh, that's yeah. And then our pre-grading video. That's the big one that's coming next.
And that is now clear for takeoff.
It
We
is.
can start working on it.
So let's talk about our stats because I feel like based on these stats, we're pretty ready for a pre-grading video.
All right. I have math. Let's see here. So we had 20 cards in this order total. So nice even number for you. And although it was only 2 black labels, that means that 10% of the order was black label, which is well above the 6%-ish average.
Yeah.
So we are still doing great. And then 80% of this order came back as 10s. So this order is just full of win.
Yep.
Because only 2 of the cards, the other 10%, came back as 9/5. So
Goodbye, 9/5s.
heck
Get out
yeah.
of here.
We are winning.
We don't
No.
take kindly to you 9/5s around these
No.
parts.
In other games, 9/5s are still considered a win. In One Piece, the quality is so high that 9/5 is actually, you're lucky to even get raw value out of the card. Like, people would rather buy a raw card than your 9/5.
It kind of feels like a fail.
It does.
We were joking in the comments in one of our other Beckett videos with some viewers saying, if Bandai would just fix their centering, Black Label One Piece cards would be worthless.
Yeah.
Because just almost it would be like, oh, hey, I just got a new Beckett order. It's 80% Black Labels.
But I mean, they look so pretty with that black label at the top.
They do.
I wouldn't mind. I don't know. It would mean, though, that black labels wouldn't be worth dirt.
Yeah,
so
they'd be
I guess
pretty-
that's a trade-off.
Yeah, you'd see pop reports that are like, 200 of this card have been submitted, and 180 of them are Black Labels. And one of them is a 9.5. So, people would be posting their 9.5s on eBay. Low pop!
Could Can't you imagine?
That'd be funny.
And then the final math we have on board here is as to our pre-grading. How are we doing? Like how much matches and how much doesn't to what we have written in our notes to what we get back in the subgrades. And it looks like about 35% of the order was exactly, no deviation, what we thought we would get. So it sounds low, 35%, but I mean, it's human eyeballs.
I think that's pretty good, especially since the majority of the cards in this order were only slightly off to what we thought.
Yeah.
There weren't any really major egregious ones that were like, what? You know, there was a couple, but...
I will note, too, that some of the reason that some of these are off is because I noted something that they didn't.
Yeah.
Like a tiny micro pit somewhere. Or
like,
something
yeah,
like
she'll
that.
have noticed, like, you know, she sees the surface stuff that is so minute that they let it slide a lot of the time. Because, like, you have to... She uses, like, a 40x loop.
Jeweler's loop.
So, like, you're really looking deep into that. You're looking into the atoms of that card.
Yeah, you can
right?
see the dot matrix printing and everything.
Yeah.
Like,
So she'll note those, but then not see anything wrong with edges. And so if we get one back and it says surface is a 10, well, now she's, quote, wrong because she marked something on surface.
yeah.
But then the edges are marked and she didn't say anything about edges.
Yeah.
So that's
Where I get a little indignant. I'm like, are you kidding me? Like, I try really hard to mark down anything I see. Anything, no matter how small. Even if it would be within their limits to allow, I still mark it just in case.
Yeah.
So yeah, I do get a little frustrated when they say something like edges, and I'm like, those edges were beautiful. I don't know what you're talking about. But...
And I will also note that while there were only 7 cards out of the 20 that were dead on accurate to what we said, 3 of those I contest.
yes.
So it should be 10. It should be about 50%.
50%.
Yeah.
So...
When it's such a small order, even one card makes a huge difference in the percentage. So,
yeah.
you know, take it with a grain of salt, but I think we're doing pretty good.
I think so. I have quite a bit of confidence in my pre-grading now. Usually now, if it's, I know if it's going to be a 9.5, and the biggest question is, will it be a black label or a 10? You know, that's where I've still got a little wiggle room to not be 100% sure, but I can be pretty sure it's going to at least be a 10.
Yeah.
So...
If you enjoyed what you saw and you want to support us in any way, we have affiliate links in the description for TCG supplies and other some such stuff.
Mm-hmm.
If
Good
you-
stuff down there. Check it out.
That's right. If you click the link, it'll take you to our, you know, Amazon page with the product, and if you happen to purchase it, then we get a little bit of credit kickback for that. So
Helps the channel.
that helps us grow. That helps us eventually hire people to help us out, because right now we're doing all this ourselves, and it's I have a day job as well that is very demanding of me, so it's a rough life at the moment.
So
But
if you would like more content
Yeah.
at a faster rate, please support the channel.
yeah, help us out in some way. We also have a merch shop, so we've only got a few designs up right now, but our latest one is Experience Leaves a Mark, and it's got Luffy's scar. I think it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I got mine, and
we have
I'm
a
wearing
fourth
it
wall
around everywhere.
carousel down there. You might be able to see it right now.
Yeah, it should be there.
So, and that's just one of, we have a whole handful of more ideas, more stuff's coming, promise, just gives time. Again, time is the one enemy we can't seem to defeat, and it just takes us a long time to get things done.
But we're trying. We're getting it out as fast as we can.
Yes.
And we got some new releases coming up, so that's going to be exciting. It's been a while since we've actually been able to open some cards, so I'm
I
excited
know,
for
I'm
that.
excited.
Yeah. But yeah, for now, I'm Mike,
Tasha.
and we are Billion Beri. And if you want to see some more grading videos, you can check them out under me right here. And if you want to see, just for funsies, there's a music video that we posted called Hero with an asterisk. It's all about Luffy's journey and the people he's impacted along the way. You can check it out over there. Till next time, see you guys later.